Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Backpack Trader Training Room. Crude oil inventory report session for Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. This is not financial advice. Trade your charts, not mine. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right, last session for today. We'll do away with that. All right, crude spotlight is flat. Unleaded crude is in long, just barely, and taking a lot of heat. 377 tick counterpunch crude is in a short. Just up above the entry there. So we'll wait for the report in less than 2 minutes, in just a minute now. We'll wait 2 minutes to take new trades. On the counterpunch crude and unleaded charts, I want to see new setups. There's our report. And that bar right there. So we bottom of our reaction range is approximately there. And the top of our reaction range is a new session high. $60.69. That is definitely a reaction trade that was started setting up before the report. It's gone too far anyway. Crude, the unleaded long, was very successful with the report. The short on 377 tick counterpunch has stopped out. So that is flat. Gone too far on spotlight crude, so we'll look for a new trade there. Stopping out on the unleaded trade. That actually is a new setup. $89.39 for short on unleaded. And we are in our, so we can take that. That is a valid trade. We are in the short. Unleaded is in the short. And then push just a tick higher for a reaction range. Crude moving downward. As is unleaded, testing the 50 EMA on unleaded. Possible short trade at 47. That's right at the 20 SMA. Yeah, I'll probably make a 3-tick adjustment on that. Take it to 44. And it goes back the other way. So much for that estimate. Unleaded back to the entry. Still no trades on either crude chart, spotlight or counterpunch. Potential long trade now, possibly around 81, maybe somewhat lower. Just depends on how these bars set up. Unleaded still short. Nothing on either crude chart yet. Little pop on the report. Not much sense. Potential stop and reverse. 89.61 it looks like. Yeah. There's your long trade on crude at 71. Spotlight crude, that is. That just triggered. Oh, I guess I should put an order in there, huh? That wasn't. See if it'll come back to me. There's it back to 71, 72. There's the fill. So we'll look for target 1 and target 2. Stop right along, 49. Yeah, the 20's gone up, is up to 52, so I won't adjust further there. We did trigger the stop and reverse on unleaded. We did have a short setup on the 377 tick crude counterpunch chart. That canceled. Still flat over there. Unleaded is long. Let's see, we lost 89.39 to 89.61. 22, down 44. That's not much for unleaded. Unleaded looking like it's going to test the 50 again. Crude in kind of a slow, noisy drift upward. Or just plain sideways. $23 ticks for target 1, 40 for target 2. Slow going. There's a new trade set up on the 377 tick counterpunch. 71, so basically the same trade, same setup point. 58's the stop. Yeah, this is a much smaller trade. 81 is money management. 82 is target. Triggered into the long on the 377 tick counterpunch chart. So long on both crude charts, long on unleaded. Everybody on the same page. So everybody's looking for a move upward. session high on crude at 60 3/4. Touched it again. Back to the entry at 71. Yeah, it's noisy upward drift right now. Chances are this will be a break-even type trade, unless we get a more sustained move. Might get a target one. With the character of this chart, I'd say we're not going to get more than the target one on crude. Would be the most likely outcome. Drifting up toward that 3/4 century mark. It's definitely showing some signs of resistance there. And pushing through 3/4. Well, session high to 79 now. Have a potential stop and reverse to short on unleaded. That's going to be at 89.38. So far, still long. Still long on both crude charts. Potential stop and reverse on the 377 tick counterpunch. That will be at 67. Actually, no, that will make the trade too small. Target 3 will be less than 10 ticks. So that will be that's a no trade. We'll stay with the long. Target 3 as it stands is only 11 ticks, and the 2-tick adjustment will make it 9. 2-tick stop and reverse adjustment. So that is just too small. $60.82 for money management on the Spotlight Crude chart. Okay, one close above the balance line for unleaded on the stop and reverse. And we did get pushed the session high up a tick to 60.80. Money management on the 377. Stop comes to 74. One tick from money management on Spotlight. There it is. That will bring our stop to 72. Actually, before I do that, let me take care of mine here. My live trade. Target 1 in hand on counterpunch. Target 2 in hand on the 377, trailing 83. All right. These attached. This one attached. Unleaded also getting money management and target 1. Target 1 traders will be done. That does take the stop and reverse off the table. 89.57. Actually, no, 89.42. This is going to be, or 62. Well, it's going to make a liar out of me by going to target 2, it looks like. Still hasn't gotten there yet. 84 for the trailer on 377, 72 for the trailer on the counterpunch, 89.62 for the trailer on unleaded. So everybody's gotten to money management. This is a power quitting for both crude charts and target 1 traders on unleaded. Target 2 traders still haven't gotten that first target. I think the second target there is 9001. Yes. Need to push up. Need target 2 on crude. Spotlight crude. Hopefully that will push unleaded up to target 2 as well. Target 2 at 92. I'm going to pick up a tick on the trailer. Unleaded trailer 264. So we've got 3 ticks there. Half hour in already. Got within 1 tick of target on Spotlight. Didn't quite get unleaded up there though. And we did stop out of the 377 tick. So that's done. Spotlight will definitely be done. Moved up to 73 for the trailer. It's a couple of ticks. Trying to make target 2 on Spotlight Crude. Spotlight Crude on the right. Counterpunch Crude on the lower left. And unleaded on the upper right. Unleaded and crude. Crude on Spotlight. Spotlight Crude is the 8 tick or 8 cent momentum bar. 8 tick range bar on NinjaTrader. Unleaded is a 20 tick 0.002 point momentum bar on TradeStation, 20 tick range bar on NinjaTrader, 377 tick chart, something a little bit different on Counterpunch. That's one we've used quite a while for Crude for the inventory report. Seems like the volatility hit some fair amount of activity has returned there, and the trades are tending to be pretty small now. Crude stop at 73, unleaded stop at 864. One tick away from the stop on unleaded. And actually yep, we did tick down to the stop. So that is going to be the end of that trade. All right, that means 6 ticks for target 2 traders. Target 1 traders, RPOQ with wait a minute. No, they're not POQ either. They're down 44 at 28, 31, no, 23, 26. So down 18. So still needing another trade on unleaded. And Crude gets full target. Gets its 2 targets. One and done. 34 ticks. 13 and 21. Questions or comments? With unleaded being the only chart remaining, and only target 2 there, I am going to wrap it up for this morning unless there's questions somebody would like to go through. Both Crude charts are done. Three of the 4 trade plans associated with these 3 charts are power of quitting positive. The only trade plan still active would be target 2 traders for unleaded. You are minus 38 right now. No, actually, no, that's not true. Only the Crude charts are done. Both trade plans on unleaded are still active. Minus 38 on target 2, minus 18 on target 1. I don't see anybody putting any questions or comments in the chat. So, and I don't see unleaded moving very rapidly. Or Crude's just working its way through session highs, not going any very far very fast. We're right at $61 level, and also 60.96 for the high. Unleaded's high is $1.90 even. So it may take a while to get through both of those levels. No more energy that I'm seeing in the markets right now. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a morning. Everybody have a good afternoon, and we'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30. So have a good one.